Welcome to Harmony Haven, your go-to channel for fitness, workout, and health tips. Here, we're all about embracing the journey towards a healthier you. From dynamic workout routines to invaluable health advice, Harmony Haven is dedicated to fueling your wellness journey. Our mission? To empower you with the knowledge you need to live your best, fittest life. So, buckle up and let's explore the world of fitness together. In today's episode, we're diving into the world of yoga with an in-depth guide on how to perform the plank pose. The plank pose, also known as Kumbhakasana in Sanskrit, is a core strengthening exercise. This humble pose is often underestimated, yet it holds a powerhouse of benefits. First and foremost, the plank pose is a fantastic way to strengthen your core. It engages not only your abdominal muscles, but also your back and hips. By regularly practicing this pose, you can develop a strong and sturdy core, which is the foundation of all movement and balance in the body. In addition, the plank pose is instrumental in improving your posture. It requires you to keep your body in a straight line, which encourages the alignment of your spine. This can lead to a more upright, confident posture in your daily life. Another significant benefit of the plank pose is increased flexibility. By holding this pose, you are stretching and strengthening your shoulders, hamstrings, and even the arches of your feet. This can lead to improved overall flexibility and mobility. Moreover, the plank pose is a fantastic foundation for more advanced yoga poses. It teaches you how to engage your core and maintain balance, which are crucial skills for tackling more complex poses. But remember, the key to reaping all these benefits is proper form and regular practice. So don't rush, be patient with yourself and enjoy the journey. Now that we've talked about why the plank pose is important, it's time to get into how to do it. Before jumping into the pose, it's important to prepare your body. Let's embark on this journey of planking preparation, shall we? Start by warming up your body. This helps to increase blood flow to your muscles, reduce muscle stiffness, and decrease the risk of injury. A simple way to warm up is by doing a few minutes of light cardio, such as jogging in place or doing jumping jacks. Next, move on to stretching. This is crucial to prepare your muscles for the intensity of the plank pose. Focus on your core, back, shoulders, and wrists, as these are the primary muscles you'll be using. A good stretch to consider is the cat-cow pose. It not only stretches your back and core, but also promotes flexibility in your spine. Remember, don't rush your stretches. Take your time, breathe deeply, and let your body gradually ease into each stretch. It's not about how far you can stretch, but rather about listening to your body and stretching to a point that feels comfortable for you. Now, let's talk about your practice space. A yoga mat or any soft surface is essential when you're preparing for the plank pose. This is to provide a cushion for your wrists and forearms, as well as to give you a non-slip surface to work on. It's not about having the fanciest mat out there, but rather one that is comfortable and functional for you. Also, ensure that your practice space is free from any distractions. This will help you to stay focused and present in your practice, allowing you to reap the full benefits of the plank pose. In conclusion, warming up, stretching, and having a comfortable distraction-free practice space are key when preparing for the plank pose. These steps will not only help to prevent injuries, but also enhance your overall yoga experience. With our bodies warmed up and ready, it's time to dive into the plank pose. The plank pose may seem simple, but it requires proper form and alignment. It's a powerful exercise that engages the whole body, from the crown of your head to your heels. So, let's get started on how to perform the plank pose with precision and ease. We begin by coming onto all fours, also known as the tabletop pose. Your hands should be directly under your shoulders, fingers spread wide for better balance. Your knees should be directly under your hips. This is your starting point. Now extend one leg at a time behind you, tucking your toes under. You are now in the high plank pose. Your body should be in a straight line from your head to your heels. Engage your core by pulling your belly button towards your spine. This will help to keep your body firm and stable. As for your arms, ensure they are shoulder width apart. Press your palms firmly into the mat, spreading your fingers wide. This will distribute your weight evenly across your hands and forearms, reducing the strain on your wrists. Now, let's talk about your head and neck. They should be a natural extension of your spine. So, keep your gaze down towards the mat, ensuring your neck is in line with the rest of your body. Be mindful not to let your head drop or to look too far forward, as this could lead to neck strain. Breathing is a key element in yoga, and the plank pose is no exception. While holding the pose, maintain a steady and controlled breath. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. This mindful breathing not only helps to maintain your balance, but also keeps your mind focused. Now that you're in the pose, the goal is to hold it. Start with 10 to 20 seconds and gradually increase your time as your strength improves. Remember, it's not about how long you can hold the pose, but how well you can hold it. Quality always trumps quantity in yoga. If you are a beginner and find it challenging to hold the high plank pose, don't worry. You can modify the pose by lowering your knees to the mat, taking some weight off your upper body. This is called the half plank pose. As your strength and endurance improve, you can then progress to the high plank pose. Now, let's talk about exiting the pose. To come out of the plank pose, slowly lower your knees to the mat. Then push your hips back towards your heels, coming into the child's pose. This is a restorative pose that allows you to rest and catch your breath after the intense work of the plank pose. And there you have it, the plank pose. Remember, practice makes perfect, so don't be discouraged if you don't get it right the first time. With consistent practice, you'll not only perfect your form, but also build strength, stability, and endurance. So, keep practicing, and you'll soon reap the many benefits of the plank pose. While the plank pose can be beneficial, it's important to do it safely to avoid injury. One common mistake is sagging or hiking up your hips. This not only reduces the effectiveness of the pose, but can also strain your lower back. Instead, aim to keep your body in a straight line from your head to your heels. This engages your core and protects your spine. Another mistake people often make is letting their head drop. This can lead to neck and shoulder tension. Keep your gaze slightly ahead of your hands and maintain a neutral neck. Incorrect hand placement can also lead to issues. Your palms should be directly under your shoulders. Spreading your fingers wide can provide additional stability and prevent wrist pain. Breathing is another crucial aspect. Some people tend to hold their breath during the plank, which can cause unnecessary stress. Instead, breathe deeply and steadily throughout the pose. Finally, it's important to listen to your body. If you feel pain or discomfort, it's okay to drop your knees or come out of the pose. Over time, as your strength improves, you'll be able to hold the pose longer. Remember, it's better to do a shorter plank with good form than a longer one with poor form. Consistency is key in yoga, and with practice, your form and endurance will improve. Keep these tips in mind as you continue to practice the plank pose. That's all for today's guide on the plank pose. We hope you found it insightful and feel encouraged to incorporate this transformative exercise into your fitness routine. Remember, the plank pose is more than just a physical challenge. It's a pathway to better health and wellness, so keep practicing and keep striving. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video if you found it helpful. And of course, subscribe to Harmony Haven for more fitness, workout, and health tips. Stay fit and healthy.